Hi guys, this is a video for exercise 1F. A couple of you asked for some of these questions, so here we go. So exercise 1F question 7. Question 7a, sorry I left that off. It wants you to work out the slope of this particular question. Now I believe it's 10 on the inside and it's got a radius of 3. So when you draw the little triangle on the inside, you have to use Pythagoras. C squared equals a squared plus b squared to work out the slant height of the cone. Now I'm hoping that you're not seeing this blind. You've actually watched the video, either the Maths Online or any others that I showed you. So you already know how the formula came about. So to do the surface area of a cone, we actually need that weird slant height of the cone on the outside there. So we need to use Pythagoras to find that. So I'm going to go 10 squared, the height on the inside, plus 3 squared, the radius. Now that gives me 109 when I add them together. Now remember, that is the L, the slant height squared. So to work out my final answer, I have to work out the square root of that. That gives me 10.44. So now I'm going to use that to help me answer B. Now question B now wants the surface area of the whole thing. So I use my formula from up here, pi r squared plus pi rl. So I'm going to go pi times, the radius is 3, so that's radius squared, plus pi times r, which is 3, times the new L that I found. Now remember, ... don't round that until you get to the very end, please. Okay, so when I put that into my calculator and I press the answer key for the 10.4 blah 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 blah, I get an answer of 126.6719 blah 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 blah. And if I round that to one decimal place, I think it says in the answers, I get 126.7. And I can't remember the unit, sorry about that. Okay, so 12C was another one. Sorry, this is a very crude and disgusting diagram. You basically here, because it's hard to see, this is a triangular pyramid. And on the bottom, I have a triangular prism. Now I think, can't remember, it looks like this, just in case. It's this one here. Okay, so what I'm doing is I am going to find the area of these composite solids, sorry, the surface area. So I'll go back. So I'm finding the surface area. So the first thing I'm going to do, and I believe, is I'm going to figure out the triangular pyramid first. Now the basis of a pyramid, if you think, okay, is it is 1, 2, 3 triangles. Okay, now it's connected to the prism, so I don't need the base triangle. So I'm going to work out 3 lots. Now on my diagram from the question, it had these 2 strokes on all the sides, which means pretty much all those other sides are 5. Okay, so I need to go 3 lots of, now the formula, area formula for a triangle is half times the base. Now here's the base, it's 5, because it's got the 2 strokes on it. So half times the base times the 4.3. Okay, 4.3 was given in the diagram. Mine's not really pretty, but hopefully you can see it if you look back a bit at the video. That gives me 32.475. So that's my triangular pyramid surfaces. Now I'm going to do the triangular prism surfaces. I actually have 3 rectangles on each of the sides, and I have 1 triangular base. Now there's many different ways that you could have done this. You could have added that triangular base from the pyramid if you wanted to. It's the same thing. So what we do here is I go 3 lots of the rectangles. Each of the rectangles are 5 by 8. And then I add on 1 lot of the base. Remember, the base is half the base times the height, so it's pretty much the same working as above. And when I add those 2 together, I get, I hope this is right, I might not have added it all together. Actually, I don't think I have. I get 10.85. This one was 120, and I have to add on my 32 as well, and I've run out of room, so hopefully you guys can add it up and add all those up, and I get, got the wrong answer before, didn't I? 10.58 plus 120 plus 32.47, I get approximately 163.05. And I'm just going to check that in the back of the book. Bye.